Okay, Assalamualaikum. Class, we're going to continue with lesson 9 to focus on depreciation on fixed asset. So for lesson 9, we're going to use built-in financial function features in your Excel spreadsheet. So in your financial function, you have a few options to use for financial purposes. So for depreciation purposes, you're going to use SLN and DB. SLN will be used for straight line method, okay, to determine your depreciation amount. And DB will be used for declining balance method or reducing balance method, again to determine your depreciation amount. So this depreciation will be calculated based on period. So when you talk about period, we talk about a schedule where we have an estimated useful life of that particular asset, okay, to be filled in the schedule, so that at the end of the day, you can have your salvage value here being verified. So the preparation of schedule of depreciation to verify your salvage value refer to the net book value at the end of year 8 will be equivalent to those salvage value reported in your schedule here respectively. If you have vehicle, at the end of the day, net book value you should report 10,000. So if you have your machinery, so your machinery at the end of the day should report a net book value of 12,000. So how do we get the 12,000? We prepare the schedule of depreciation. So the schedule of depreciation will comprises of this itemized of the template. So you will have your depreciation amount being accumulated to accumulated depreciation, and you going to operation your cost of fixed asset minus your accumulated depreciation here to get your net book value here. So you're going to set some mathematical operation formula here, okay, and you're going to use absolute cell referencing to copy and paste the formula to the following row, so that you can complete the useful life of that particular asset to verify your salvage value. So your straight line method need an information on cost of asset and residual value or your salvage value. Then you need to have estimated useful life, because in SLN, built-in financial Excel function, you need those information. It's just that you don't have to push your calculator. The computer will calculate for you based on Excel features, okay. And for declining balance method, you will need cost of fixed asset minus your accumulated depreciation, which is your net book value here, okay, to be applied against your rate of depreciation. So rate of depreciation can be calculated using a formula, or the rate of depreciation will automatically calculated using the DBM function argument built in financial features in spreadsheet. So let's look at our built-in function under financial category. So to get your financial application, so choose from your insert function here, okay. You need to change your category here to financial, then you can look for your SLN and DB. If you previously has been using your SLN or DB function, you can find in most recently used. So if you don't have here your SLN or DB, means your spreadsheet or your PC has never been using that function. So if you have used that DB and SLN before, you can find under most recently used. Okay. So to start calculate your SLN and DB depreciation, we need to prepare a schedule. So a schedule of pavilion comfort syndrome berhad with an asset of vehicle and machine. So you need to detail out the cost, the salvage value, the useful life in years, and the purchase date. And you have to detail out the depreciation method to be applied for each of those fixed assets that you have for pavilion comfort. So you can use any cell or any column to start with. What you need at the end of the day, you will have all those details in this schedule to help you to calculate the depreciation which you're going to fill in this schedule. So for this schedule, you need to have your year to represent your span life. So if let's say you have a vehicle with span life or estimated useful life of 8 years and with date of purchase 1st of January 2009, so you should start your years here with 2009. And you need to have 8 years. So to get your 2010 onward until you get the 8 years, you can use a formula. So to have 2010 with formula, what you need to do, okay, your previous year to be plus with 1. Then you drag and copy the formula. Since you did not lock any cell, so the row will continue to change. From A11 change to A12. Means the first one you will read from this year. The second one you will read from that year. And we will continue to report another year in the future. So now you can start calculate your depreciation amount in this schedule. So the first year would be year 2009. So please click this cell to activate the cell so that you can insert the function. So page 167, okay, will give us the sample of function argument box if you choose the SLN to apply the depreciation calculation. So choose the insert button, okay, the SLN, okay, so this SLN is explained by return the straight line depreciation of an asset for one period. Means that if you calculate using the built-in SLN features, you will get the first 1 year depreciation. Then if you want to fill in to another year, you need to repeat the process. It won't calculate for the whole year. But as we learned that depreciation calculated using the straight line method will have the same figure, consistent for all those years. So you just can copy the amount. Okay? So choose SLN, then you will have the function argument box. So this function argument box, okay, need to detail out the cost, okay, followed by the salvage value and followed again by your life. That's why in your schedule here, okay, that's why in your schedule here, you need to have your cost, you need to have your salvage value, and you need to have your useful life. Because in built-in features of SLN, you will need to get the information from your table. okay, to help you, okay, instead of you key in the data directly to your function argument box. Okay, so your your cost, okay, to be read from 120,000 here, okay, then your salvage value to be read from this 10,000 here, then your life here, okay, so life here, if you read 8, okay, means that you dividing your estimated useful life by 8 years, okay. So here you choose your estimated useful life of 8 years. Mean if you have a number here which you did not want to be read from your schedule, you just can type in. You just can type in. Means type in 8. Okay, you just can type in. But now we're going to use a schedule. Then you can click OK. So when you click OK, you will get the depreciation amount. So based on straight line method, okay, you can have the same depreciation amount for each of those years. So what you can do, you can apply again the SLN here to the next cell. Okay, do the same process, read the cost, then read the salvage value, and again read the life of those estimated useful life, then OK. Or to quick fill up your schedule here, what you can do, just copy, Control C, then enter to paste all. Sorry, you need to paste special because we copied the formula. Okay, Control C again. So select the destination cell, get the paste special. Okay, you need to paste the value. Okay, sorry. So from paste special, this is the paste value. Okay, from the paste special, choose the paste value. So you choose paste value, then escape from your keyboard button. Then you can have all the depreciation amount. Because kalau you paste special formula, you akan paste formula lah. Bila you paste formula, you will get the same amount juga. Okay. Now we need to have either direct the value, or you can have the formula. Formula will calculate exactly. G1, G5, betul tak G5 ni? Betul tak G5? Salah yang G4 kan?
Tekan sini. Tekan sini.
G5. Okey. Macam mana dibuat 120? You buat space
Tak ada, just direct lah.
Tak. Ni, nampak tak? You ada 120, lepas tu you ada space.
Oh.
So bila space, itu bukan value. Itu adalah text. Value means your direct key in, then the figure here, the value here, kalau you nak separate kan dia, you have to use the formatting. Macam ni. Comma style. Anybody having problem? Okay. So your depreciation here, first you calculate using the built-in function SLN. Then you can copy the formula using the paste special, or you can direct copy the value. Okay, you will get the same answer. So now to get your accumulated depreciation. So accumulated depreciation will be calculated based on current year plus previous year. So for the first year, in the year of purchase, you will have the same accumulated depreciation. So relative cell referencing. So how to use your relative cell referencing? Plus sign and go and read your source cell. Okay, for the second year, okay, your previous year, you accumulated, okay, to be plus with your current. Okay, your accumulated C11 is your accumulated, B12 is your current. Then you can drag to copy the formula, or you can use copy, paste special, paste formula. Okay, so at the end of the day, okay, we can check to verify based on schedule that we prepare. We can verify whether with the depreciation amount charged to the cost of that asset, do we get back the salvage value. So your net book value will be determined based on a formula which you read the cost, then you will minus out the accumulated depreciation. Okay, then you will apply the same cost minus accumulated depreciation for each of those respective years until 8 years. Okay, now you have to remember, before you copy the formula, you did not want your cost to change. So you need to log E4. So put the dollar sign in front of E and in front of 4. So log the cell. Then copy the formula or drag to fill the formula. Okay, so now my last year here report as 10,000 net book value, which helped me to verify my salvage value of 10,000 here. Means that at the end of the year, after 8 years of use, the asset will last with 10,000 salvage value. Okay, so now we're going to move to another one, which is our machine. Okay, using the declining balance method. Okay, so you need to copy the sheet, okay, to get your second sheet here. So with the same formatting that you have, only a few changes to be applied to reflect your machinery here. Okay, so now our focus is cost of fixed asset minus accumulated depreciation. So we will need a net book value, okay, to calculate the following year of depreciation amount here. Okay, but using the DB insert function, okay, you won't need your net book value, because the function argument box will give you a different box to be filled up. So from your insert function, get your DB, okay, then you will have this function argument box. Okay, so if you compare SLN with DB just now, for SLN, what you need, cost, salvage and life. You won't need the period. Okay, the reason why, because you will maintain the same cost. Okay, here you use cost of fixed asset minus residual value. Your residual value won't change, your cost of fixed asset won't change through time. But if you talk about your cost of fixed asset minus accumulated depreciation, you will find that for each of those years, you will have different accumulated depreciation. So automatically you will need a period to determine which cost are you referring to. Okay, which period are you referring to, that to reflect your cost, because cost will change since cost now being calculated based on cost minus accumulated depreciation. So what you need to do, okay, refer to page 168 from your text. So period will be denoted by first, second, third, and so on. So if you have a 10 years useful life here, okay, to be applied, so you need to denote your 2010 as first year and your 2011 as second year, and so on until you show the 10 years duration. So please continue to have your years here, so that you can have 10 years. So next to your net book value here, since we using year here, so we're going to put 1 for 2010, 2 for 2011, 3 and so on to represent our 10 year here. So we have 10 year estimated useful life. Or what you can do, if you did not want to show the year here, you can use 1 to 3 here. Okay? So special features of Excel, if you did not want to type in each of those year here until you get 10, what you can do, I will illustrate to you again. Okay? So start your 1, 2, 3, then select all 1, 2, 3, then drag to copy. Then you can have all numbers by sequence. You don't have to type in. That's a special features in Excel. Okay? So now for depreciation amount here, okay, we are calculating for machine. We are going to use DB. So use your DB. So as usual, get your cost. So your cost of 80,000 here. Okay. Click back your sheet and get your salvage here, the 12,000 here. Then click again your sheet. Get your life, the 10 years here. Are you okay? Okay. Then again your period. So period here, your first year of estimated useful life. Then after that, click OK. Then you will get the first year of depreciation. Month, because we are calculating based on yearly basis, so we don't have to put the month. If we are calculating a depreciation for monthly basis, then you have to specifically mention which month. 1 out of 12, 2 out of 12, 3 out of 12. Okay? So now your depreciation here, if you look at your formula, okay, you have insert a formula of cost, salvage value, life, and a period. Okay, now do you need your cost to change? No. Do you need your salvage value to change? No again. So do you need your life to change? No again. So do you need your period to change? Yes. So what you can do to copy the formula, yes, use your absolute cell referencing. So log the F4. Log again F5. Log again F6. Okay, then leave it E11 so that you can have a change for cell E12. Okay, after that you can drag to copy the formula. So you will have your depreciation amount calculated differently. Okay, reduce year by year since we are using declining balance method. Okay, so now let's prepare our accumulated depreciation. So our accumulated depreciation, okay, will be determined based on a principle of first year depreciation will be the same as your first year accumulated depreciation. So use your relative cell referencing. When you move to your second year, you are talking about previous year depreciation or previous year accumulated depreciation to be plus with current year. Okay, then copy the formula to apply to all of your accumulated depreciation until you complete the 10 years period. And now we need to set the net book value. Okay, so your net book value will be calculated based on cost. So go and read your machine cost 80,000. Then you need to minus your accumulated depreciation. Okay, so we're going to have the same formula for the rest of those estimated useful life. So please log F4 because you did not want your cost of asset to change. Then you can start copying the formula. Okay, so your cost minus your accumulated depreciation will get the detail of your net book value. So your calculation here give you $11,971 with 40 cents. Approximately, if you round up your figure of 11,900, you can get your residual value of 12,000. Because you have to remember your original formula should be based on rate of depreciation. So any rate of depreciation normally calculated will give you a decimal places. So with a decimal places, you might have a rounding error. A rounding error. So guys, to show that your depreciation percentage can be calculated based on formula. So let's go back to page 168. So 168. So page 168, you have depreciation rate. Okay, for reducing balance method to be calculated based on formula 1 minus salvage value divided by cost of fixed asset with an exponential symbol or sign, then 1 divided by useful life. So let's give a try. Okay, so next to your net book value here, you can choose any cell to calculate your depreciation rate. Okay, so your formula for rate of depreciation is 1 Okay, 1 minus, open the bracket. Okay, go and read your salvage value. So your machinery salvage value is 12,000. Okay, divide by your cost of machinery. Machine 80,000. Okay, close the bracket. The exponential sign. Okay, your exponential sign. Then again open another bracket. Okay, 1 divide by useful life. So your 10 here. Then close the bracket. So your rate of depreciation is 0.17280 something something. So let's manually calculate. So next to the cell, okay, you put the equivalent sign. Go and read your cost. Then multiply the asterisk symbol with the rate. So your figure for depreciation is 13,840, 13,824 because of your decimal places here. Apa dia ya? Macam mana dapat 13,000? So how you get this figure? This figure, kita apply the formula basic of depreciation. So apa formula basic of depreciation for the reducing balance method? You go and read the cost for the first year and you apply the depreciation rate here. Okay. Yes, so cost 80,000. Your rate of depreciation is here. Okay. So when you continue to calculate the depreciation for the second year, you will need to have the net book value. So you need the schedule. So your second year here, okay, active the cell, go and read your net book value for the first year. Then your asterisk symbol because you want to multiply. Okay, you want to multiply with the rate. So that's how the manual calculation of depreciation. So if you compare with the built-in function, you should get 11,445.68. With manually calculated, you will have 11,432.62. Okay? So if you want to copy the formula and you did not want your rate to change, what you need to do, just log the F11. Then drag until you last with the 10 years. Okay, until you last with the 10 years. So this is your depreciation. So here for last you have 2540 with built-in features 2501. Okay, so you can check for the accumulated and determine the net book value. So with that, we just learned to use SLN DB built-in function to prepare our schedule to verify our salvage value. or to closely identify our net book value to our salvage value. So thank you class. We're going to continue later, okay, with the effect of depreciation in your income statement. Okay, so you can save your exercise. Okay. Okay, that one you ambil net book value. So with that, thank you.